Welcome back to Uncensored, live from New York City. Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich celebrated his 32nd birthday today behind bars. The American was detained 211 days ago on charges of espionage, which he, the Wall Street Journal, and US government emphatically deny. President Biden's confirmed the US is in discussions with Russia to secure the release of our wrongfully detained colleague. Well, today, on his birthday, I've got some messages, which I'll leave to the end, from some Arsenal legends, because we both support the same football team, and they're two great legends, and I think he'll enjoy that on his birthday if they ever get to be seen by him. And I'm joined now by Evan's close friend, Jeremy Burt. Jeremy, great to see you. A lot of focus today because it's Evan's birthday. Do we know how he's doing? Do you have any contact with him?
Yeah, first off, Piers, thank you for the opportunity to share Evan's story. We're trying to beat the drum as loudly as we can to bring him home. To answer your question specifically, we are able to send letters. He's able to read them and send them back. However, there is an element of broken telephone as they have to be translated into Russian and they're read by Russian censors to make sure there's nothing in there. But we do know that he's okay. He's the type of person that if anyone can handle the situation he's in, he's handling it with a brave face.
It's a nightmare situation that he's in. He's being held, obviously, against his will on trumped-up charges of espionage. How do you feel the campaign to get him out is going?
Look, we trust that the Biden administration, that Congress, that the State Department is doing everything they can to get him home. As his friend, it's not really my bearing to discuss the details and the specifics of the strategy. However, we do want to make much more noise, and we want to make sure that, given everything that's going on in the world, that this remains a priority for the federal government, that we consistently keep the focus on Evan to get him home as quickly as possible. That's our job.
What is clear from journalists at the Wall Street Journal, it's a paper that's part of the same company that this show is. What's clear from all the journalists who work with Evan is that he is an outstanding journalist, noted for his diligence, his hard work, his brilliance in the field, his knowledge. The idea that he would be some spy is, frankly, for people who know him, ridiculous. I mean, you know him better than most.
Yeah. Not only is he an outstanding journalist, Evan is an outstanding friend. He's an extrovert's extrovert. He has this ability to draw you in when you're talking to him. It's like the rest of the world doesn't matter. And so what makes him such a good friend is what makes him such a good journalist. And so, I believe, uniquely able to tell the Russian story and to communicate that to us at home. I think he is absolutely in prison on these, like you said, trumped-up charges. Russia has presented really no evidence for them, and he's still even awaiting trial. And so this is just an absolute injustice, and I feel for him every single day. And
of course, what he should be doing is his job, which is reporting on Russia when they're still engaged in this brutal war in Ukraine. That's what he should be doing, right? He's a great correspondent. And I think that's another tragedy of this, is that right at the moment that Russia's at the centre of his huge news story, he's unable to do his job.
I think for him, the toughest part is not that he's in prison. I think it's sitting on the sidelines.
Right.
Perhaps the biggest story of his life. Knowing him, he wants to be in there. He wants to be in the fire, so to speak. And I feel for him that he doesn't have the availability and option to do that.
I know you're not an Arsenal fan, but I know you're an Arsenal fan by proxy, because he used to haul you out of bed to watch games at 6 a.m., maybe even earlier sometimes. I'm an Arsenal nutcase. And in fact, I was at the Emirates Stadium in London, Arsenal's ground, when they had all the banners for Evan, which was great to see. And I remember tweeting them and feeling very proud of the Arsenal fans for supporting one of our own in this dark moment for him. But we've actually, on his birthday, I've got messages. These names will mean nothing to you, but they'll mean an awful lot to Evan. They're from two of the Arsenal Invincibles. It was the year in 2004 that the team went unbeaten, and it's from Martin Keown, defender, Ray Parlour, midfielder, two great Arsenal legends. This is their messages for Evan.
Happy birthday, Evan. I know that times have been difficult for you this season, but let's hope we can get you back in time to see Arsenal pick up some silverware at the end of the season.
Evan, how are you, mate? Ray Parlour here. I just want to wish you a very happy birthday, mate. I know you've been struggling recently, but everybody's thinking of you. And hopefully I'll see you over the Emirates. So you're a big Arsenal fan, so thanks for all the support over the years, mate. If we can hopefully win that Premier League title this year, I'll see you at the Emirates and we can have a little bit of a party to celebrate their victory. All the best, Cal, and happy birthday.
Well, that'd be great, wouldn't it? To have a party to celebrate Arsenal winning the Premier League and Evan's release and him to be there to watch us do it. Jeremy, great to see you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for coming in. And you can show your support for Evan online by going to the website freegershkovich.com and on social media by using the hashtags I Stand With Evan and Free Evan on whatever platforms you use. Happy birthday, Evan. Keep fighting. We'll get you out of there.